is Shay, and
this is Shanae.
And this is Streaming While Black. So basically, this is a podcast, video cast, where we just basically talk about you motherfuckers on the internet. That's the
Period. Period.
And you may not like some of the opinions, you may agree with some of the opinions, and that's okay. But It's not going to stop me from running my mouth.
All right.
And apparently, you have a lot of shit to talk about.
Yes, a whole lot of shit to talk about.
A lot of shit to talk about. Been busy on these internets. Oh
yeah. The internet has been wilding lately. Like, it's been crazy.
You
crazy.
You ain't never lied, Bestie. You ain't never lied. Like, these people are just like out of fucking control. I mean, they got
out of control
going on. People running for president. They ain't got no business running for president. They need to take their meds. People on verses that they want people doing verses that we frankly would be okay if they don't do verses.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's fucking crazy. But
it's a mess.
Get into it.
We're gonna get into it. We definitely gonna get into it today.
Okay, so who you want to talk about first?
First, let's talk about Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh my goodness. My poet.
I love her though. I really, really love her.
I you know what? I love her. I love her swag. I feel like it's in line with the kids because the kids don't give zero fucks. Like
right.
Which I feel like in order for you to give zero fucks, I need you to live a little bit, have some experience and shit, and then don't give a fuck. Like get to my age and don't give a fuck.
And then don't give a fuck.
I had some experiences.
Right.
But these little motherfuckers is barely graduating high school, barely getting to trade school, college.
Absolutely.
But they not giving a fuck.
It's terrible.
But Megan, she's trying to do both things.
I'm gonna tell you why I really like her. She's Aquarius like me. She is Aquarius. I just like everything about her, like her music. I like how she came out. I mean, I just like her attitude. Like, she's not full of herself. Like, I love her. But what the hell was she doing with him?
What you say?
What was she doing with him? Do you think that they were?
Tory Lanez?
Think they were fucking?
You know what? Here's the thing about Megan. Megan has been seen with any and everybody.
That's true.
So,
that's true.
I don't think we'll ever really know who she's fucking until somebody, fucks around and does like an August Alsina and just, spill all the tea that we did not ask for. But do I think that
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Like, they're saying that, because these internet streets be talking.
Yeah,
I just think they really know Megan and Tory like that, and they really are putting it out there that they think that they was fucking around and they had like a spat.
And I don't think that was the case. I believe that they were really good friends at one point in time. I believe they went out. He's been whooping bitches' asses for a very long time.
Oh, for real? Because I'm not that familiar with him. Because
yes, he has.
Canadian niggas don't make my radar. They just don't. They don't.
He has been. Yeah, he's allegedly been accused of that several times, putting his hands on women. So it doesn't shock me. They're saying he needs medication. He's somewhat like Kanye West, which we'll get to next. I think he's a little messed up. Absolutely, I think he's crazy. Yeah.
I never heard
that's just my
this. But then again, you be more than enough. You hang out in the biggest rooms of all.
When we get off of here, I want you to look up research. Do your research on him. Yeah, he's been whooping bitches' asses.
Can I just take your word? Like I said, Canadian niggas don't make my radar. But since he is like one of the shortest niggas out there, like that kind of like makes sense. That's on brand for like them niggas with them Napoleon complexes. Like that makes sense. Have those
he got the short man syndrome.
Yeah,
he got the little short man.
They gotta insert their authority.
Absolutely. Like
this is what I think happened. I think everybody was drinking. Everybody was having a good time.
They went out.
I think that it's possible that maybe he tried to shoot his shot, literally, when it wasn't returned. I think that maybe he was just drinking And they having a good time, and for whatever reason, he had to show off the gun, and the gun went off. That's possible.
And he could have been drunk and pow pow like that, you know. And you're thinking like, yeah.
I don't think I would like to think that he didn't mean to shoot her in the pinky toe. Like, I would really,
well,
I like to think that he did mean to, and it just went off because he doesn't look like he goes to the range.
The only thing that looks a little suspicious to me is the fact that she had more than one gunshot wound. Like, she said she had more than one.
I mean,
so
but
if he accidentally shot her one time, then
I mean, but think about it though, Sharona. Like, we've been to the range, so like, if you have your hand on that trigger or that finger on that trigger, it's gonna go off more than once.
Yeah,
you fucking around and not knowing what you're doing.
What you're doing? Yeah, but he's a man; he should know.
Girl, do you know how many niggas out here got firearms that ain't been to no range? Don't know how to take the damn safety off. I mean, they literally had a protest in Louisville and like 3 motherfuckers shot themselves on accident.
Wow.
So I mean, that's why I always say, like, I was not a gun person until like all this shit start popping off, and I need a gun now. But
I remember you saying that.
State. So you know, I make it a point to like go to the range, you know, practice, because what's the point of having a gun if you're not
if you don't know how to use it? If you don't know how to use it,
especially since there is a shortage on ammo. Learn how to use these motherfuckers.
Which lets us know that there's a lot of crazy motherfuckers out here that do not need a gun, that have them.
This is true.
You know, so yeah.
You know, until they change some laws, this is just gonna be the wild, wild west in most of these states. And that's
all right. Moving on to Kanye West.
Oh, Kanye for president. The birthday
Kanye for president.
You know what? We as a Black community, we really need to be serious about mental health.
Mental health. Yes, you're right.
And we like to act like mental health issues do
not exist.
And that's bullshit. They do.
And it does.
Like, there's a lot of us that's dealing with depression. There's a lot of us that's been diagnosed with bipolar 1 and 2, or one or the other. There's been a lot of mental illness that we don't talk about because it's like a stigma. And like now, I think we're more open to it now than we were like 10 years ago.
Because people are not afraid now to talk about it, because people are now coming out, you know, talking about mental health, like Charlamagne the God. He's been talking about it lately, and I think he's trying to make people more aware and also make them comfortable with coming out and saying, you know, hey, I have issues and I'm okay, we want to go get help. And I believe that he really needs some help. Like, he's fucked up.
Well, here's the thing. He didn't have help. He just don't want to take his medication. And here's
he doesn't. He doesn't.
Here's the thing with medication. I think that a lot of people don't understand, because we've been having these conversations in these internet streets about mental illness and medication. And what you don't understand is that medication is not a one-for-all situation.
Right.
Medication affects everybody differently. He's been complaining that his medication messes with his creativity. I believe that, because
I believe it too.
If you're not on the right medication, it can totally throw you off.
Absolutely.
Some medication, you'll just be super duper creative. So it may be a possibility or a situation where he needs to, you know,
go back to his doctor, and he needs to go to his doctor, let them know, hey, this is not for me, and find out something that works for him.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, they say now, I know it's somebody's uncle out there, somebody's wayward ass cousin out there is actually probably screaming at the top of their lungs to this motherfucking screen. I don't understand why he just don't smoke some weed. Okay, so let's address that part.
Weed doesn't.
When you are diagnosed with some shit like Kanye is diagnosed with, and it's usually bipolar or
schizophrenic,
weed is the worst thing that you could possibly fucking do. It really is. Now, if you're a little depressed, go ahead and get you some indica and go to sleep.
And go to sleep.
By all means. But when you have shit serious like that, weed is not the answer. Weed will fuck you.
Not. It will. Because it's kind of, to me, it's a chemical imbalance that they have going on. And weed is not going to, you know, weed might not be the best thing for them at that point in time. They really need to go to their doctor, let them know, hey, this medicine is not working. Let's try to figure something else out. But weed is not it. Weed does not solve everything, people. It doesn't.
This is true. Now, I mean, it works for me. I mean, but it don't work for everybody.
It doesn't work for everybody. It makes me go to sleep. I'll be sleeping, and I definitely don't. Yeah, I don't like to smoke at people's house because I'll never leave. You couldn't get me out of there. So.
Yeah, that's why I smoke. I take my ass to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Party what? It's never been a party drug for me. If you ever went out with me in the 90s, you know that me, alcohol, and weed was not the thing. Like, my ass be slumped over in the corner some damn where. But that's here nor there, and y'all did not tune in to hear about my, like, 90s.
Absolutely. Y'all here to hear about the what's going on with these celebrities.
Girl. All right.
So, yeah, what do you think, though? What do you think, before we get off of this subject, what do you think about his family? Like, do you think that they're really trying to help him? Because, or
are you talking about Kim? Are you talking about Kim?
Absolutely, yes. Do you think that they're trying to help them, or do you feel like that they're pretty much using him as a clown, or making a clown out of him?
So here's an unpopular ass opinion, which I'm full of. No, I don't think that they're using him. They don't have to use him. You have to understand, if you paid attention to the Kardashians before y'all even knew Kim and Kanye was fucking, because
a lot of money.
I believe them motherfuckers been fucking for a very long time before we knew about it.
That is true. And they've always fucked with black men. You're right.
Ask Amber Rose. So
yes,
do I think that she loves him and cares about him and is trying to do the best that she can? Absolutely. Absolutely. I do. It's people don't understand is that when you're dealing with mental illness and you're dealing with an adult, it's hard to get like that 72 hold, which is basically it puts them in a facility for 72 hours. It's hard to get that. And then after 72 hours, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. You can't add into the mix of someone like Kanye who has an abundance of wealth.
Right.
That nigga got a team of lawyers. There's no way that you can get a conservatorship on him or try to get him committed. He's not a danger to himself. He's not a danger to others. And that's what you need in order to have somebody committed. You have to prove that this motherfucker is incompetent and he's a danger to himself and others. They can't prove that. So it's a catch-22. So if Kim doesn't do anything, she gets dragged. If she does try to do something, she gets dragged. It's a no-win situation. You know, so she's not my favorite person at all. She's not my favorite person. But I understand that what she's trying to do and what she's going through is fucking difficult. And then you got to explain it to your kids.
And also she has kids by him, so she has to want the best for him.
Exactly.
She has to want the best for him. So when people sit back and they say, "Oh,
that's not necessarily true," because there's a gang of motherfuckers out here that got kids by motherfuckers that they don't like, that do not want the best for their baby daddy.
Yeah, but they're not with that person. You know, she has, and I think also she's so afraid and also if her marriage does not work, I truly believe that she's afraid of being out there, you know, in the public eye with people talking about it. And like she does, and I believe she loves him, but then I also believe she's afraid to leave him as well, because she's afraid about what everybody else is going to say. And that man is crazy.
But she did a sex tape.
Yeah, but
what are you going to be afraid about after that? Like after you show your tits and ass to the world, what are you be afraid of after that? I mean, if you're afraid, we need to have a whole in-depth conversation about why you're afraid.
Do you think that was leaked, or do you think that
the sex tape?
Yeah, that they actually put that out there.
The sex tape? Girl, that was a come up for both parties.
I could be wrong, but I thought it was leaked.
I can't hear you.
I said I thought it was leaked. I could be wrong, but I always thought that it was leaked.
No, absolutely not. They knew what the fuck they were doing. Let's be very clear. We're going to rewind for a second. Let's be very clear. Ray J has always played second dog to his sister. Nobody even knew who the fuck Kim Kardashian was outside of her and outside of her designing closets for Paris Hilton.
Absolutely.
That sex tape gave both of them a level of
push that they needed to be out there.
That they needed.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the real question. Let's take it back to 2020. We in the past. Now let's take it back. Let's bring it back to present. Do you think she was fucking Meek Mill?
No.
I don't think so either. I thought
I
that
don't think
was
she
a very
was. I don't think she was fucking Meek Mill. I truly believe that was just a business. Are you talking about recently?
think so. Otherwise, that's just kind of.
Well, they put out and he owes
That's
her
kind of
enough.
gross. Huh?
They put out, and not saying that they couldn't have snuck off afterwards and went and got a room and fucked then. However, they did on the neighborhood talk. They did put out a picture of Kim Kardashian.
Oh, I saw that.
And also a lady that they met with, and they were sitting across the table from each other, and they looked like they were doing business. It didn't look like anything crazy.
You need to up your sound. There you go.
Better?
Yeah, that's way better. I saw that, but I didn't get that they was fucking.
I don't think that she would put herself in that situation.
I don't either. I think she really loves him.
Absolutely.
I don't think she would do that to him. I think that if she was gonna fuck around, we would never know.
We wouldn't. I agree with you. We wouldn't.
All right, so that segues us into Meek Mill's messiness.
Whoa.
So today, Twitter has been all a Twitter because Meek Mill has decided that him and his baby mother, Milano, I thought it was Milan, but I guess her name is Milano, they are no longer together. They're going to be co-parenting.
Mm-hmm. That relationship, I don't know. I never, and I don't want to say this, like, no, I can't say that. That's not cool because I kind of don't believe that he just got in a relationship with her because of Nicki Minaj. I believe that shit was well done a long time ago, but I just I didn't understand that relationship. I didn't understand it at all. You
know what? Fuck their relationship. This is what I don't understand. Why are we fucking people that we don't want to be attached to long term without rubbers?
That's true.
Why are we doing this?
Because even when she was pregnant at one point in time, it was a secret. Nobody ever really knew.
Girl, nobody knew until he decided to let everybody know that he had knocked up some fraud. But my question is, again, this. Why are we fucking people raw?
Yeah.
I have a huge problem with this shit. Because it's like this younger generation, even some people in my generation, I'm still looking at them like side eye, like, why is you not rolling with some magnums? What the hell is going on here? Like, there's shit out there that they don't even have a name for, aside from fucking COVID.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Some shit you cannot get rid of.
Right. So, like, when I was single, I was definitely scared of getting some shit. Like, I kept rubbers with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember just getting up, putting clothes on, going running down to the 7-Eleven to get them rubbers. Like, I don't understand why people are not doing this.
I have been in the middle, clothes off and everything, and I've been like, hey, he's like, oh, I don't have one. I'm like, oh, give me 1 second. Right. You don't even have to worry about it. I'm gonna go grab one.
Right.
But I always kept them in my car. But you know, nowadays people, they don't believe in that shit, and they're just spreading that shit all over the place. And I don't want any parts of it.
Why? Like, there's no fun
cool.
in taking fucking medication for the rest of your life if you get hurt.
Right.
There's
absolutely.
Trying to explain to somebody why
that you have HIV or AIDS,
like, in your medicine cabinet, because you know motherfuckers is nosy. You know what I'm saying? They will go through your shit on the pretense.
I am a nosy bitch. I have been in several different cabinets. Like, let me use your restroom and go to use the restroom. I'm like, let me go see what's in here.
I don't understand it. So
I've done that before. So
if there's anybody watching this, listening to this, and you were born, I don't know, after 80, please use rubbers.
Please.
They are there for the use. Just use them. Protect yourself. Protect others. Think of it as a mask for your penis, please. Like, I mean, there's some people in my generation, a little younger than me. They so super single that they have never had sex without a rubber. Okay, and I applaud them because you know what? They not bringing shit back. They not spreading.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit. I don't blame them one bit. I really don't, because it's like, you know, you never know nowadays. And then, you know, hell, you might get those weirdos that put the little holes in the condom, and then what?
I know somebody that got pregnant like that.
Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, I know somebody that got pregnant like that.
That is
But
crazy.
it's nuts. But okay, so Meek is going to co-parent.
Right.
Good luck with that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of people that are going to be new parents, this was not on the list, but I don't know how I missed not being on the list. So everyone's favorite Black Barbie is pregnant right now.
Yeah, she is.
She is pregnant,
She is.
and
She is.
you know, too.
However, I hated that first picture that she put out.
Wait, hold on now.
Mm-hmm.
So you know we knew. Okay, you know
Yeah.
we knew this
Yeah.
shit, right?
Yeah.
We do
Right.
not need any bar problems because them bitches
Right.
are crazy. We
Yes, they are.
grand
They
opening,
are.
grand closing. So
But
we
I
need to choose our words very carefully about Miss Nikki.
I love Nikki. I love Nikki. Like, so I don't really have anything bad to say about her. However, I will say that I do not like that first picture that she put out. But I love all the rest of the pictures that she put out after that first picture with that yellow wig. I hated it. But maybe she was kind of trying to like mimic like when she first came out, you know, back in the day. So, you know, when she first became an artist, because, you know, she used to wear all those crazy color wigs and stuff like that. Maybe she was trying to mimic, you know, when she first came out. I don't know. I didn't like it, but I love Nikki. So, Barbs, don't come for me. Do not come for me, Barbs, because I love me some Nikki.
She always gave me the impression that she went like that totally natural look for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And once that was over, she was just like, okay, hun, it's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So moving forward with that, because I don't have anything nice or
Yeah, we don't need any problems this early in our career.
We do not listen.
I love everybody.
I don't want that internet smoke in these streets because I will hurt people's feelings and snatch edges. I don't need it. All right. So next up, I guess, since we're talking about relationships, people having babies, Sierra and Russell Wilson just had a baby. They named that baby Lynn. I don't know why. Cute baby. I'm not really a fan of that name, but you know, I got issues with baby names. So.
But you know, all those celebrities try to come up with unique names, something very different. And as much as, I mean, of course, I wouldn't have thought about it, which is probably why they named their child that. They wanted something different, unique, or whatever. I don't like it, but I love Russell Wilson and I love them together. So
I do. I like them together.
So, you know.
You can feel the chemistry.
Yeah, you can. I love them.
All right.
So moving on to who next?
Well,
who else is it?
Let's see.
Will Smith. We did not talk about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett.
Oh, we got to talk about the entanglements.
Also, yes. By the way, he got somebody has said he was. Now I could be wrong, but I think he was like bungee jumping, or he had something with these ropes going on his page, and somebody got in the comments and said, "Hold on, make sure you don't get entangled." And he said, "Ha ha ha, that was funny. However, you're going to be blocked." So he blocked them.
I mean,
he's like, "Listen, don't come for me. You know, that was funny, but don't come for me." So yeah,
you know, Mr. Smith is fair game, and let me tell you why Mr. Smith is fair game. Nobody told you or Mrs. Smith to bring yourselves to the red table talk so we can have that staged ass conversation about y'all open marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I mean, they've been having an open marriage, or allegedly been having an open marriage for a very long time now. And I don't know, I love them though. But August Alsina, when he came out and just decided to tell it all, they claimed that it was years before, so they don't understand why he came out. Did you ever watch the video? I know you didn't watch it before.
What? Which video?
The one where they went to the red table. Did you ever watch it?
Of course I watched that video.
Okay. I know you. The last one.
I have to get it.
Talk to you.
Child, no, listen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, do you know he came out? Him and Rick Ross came out with a song called
Entanglement. Yeah, they could have kept that shit. That was a waste.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
I mean,
if you're gonna come out, you're gonna have to do better than that.
Everybody involved, they could have been doing something more productive.
Mm-hmm.
But let me say this. This is my take on this shit. These people have been having an alleged open marriage for fucking ever. Okay? There's been all kinds of rumors swirling around these people.
Yeah.
And that's their business.
For a very long time.
I will say this, is that being married is not easy. It's
No.
hard work. It really, truly is. I think a lot of people that have never been married don't understand how hard it is to be married. So that's their business. However, I'm gonna tell you what happened though. Okay.
Okay, let me know. I want to hear what you think happened.
This is what happened.
Okay.
Will and Jada, they were living their best married but single lives. Okay? Living their best. Will going on vacation with bitches. You know, Jada doing what she do, whatever. You know, she's rumored to have some affiliations and entanglements with other people. I'm not gonna name these people. But
right.
If you pay attention, you know who they are. And I think what happened was, I think she saw August. You know, when August came to the house, because they say that Jaden brought him home.
Oh, I didn't know that. Now I did not hear that part.
That's what they say.
Okay.
I think she was just like, oh, okay, young tender in the building, all right.
Okay.
He was feeling what he was talking about.
Supposedly she was trying to help him get over his issues.
That's some bullshit.
That he had.
That's some bullshit. She was trying to. You can win out, girl.
There we go.
That's some bullshit. No, she liked what she saw.
Right. And
I think what happened was, Will was just like, that's all cute and everything, but that nigga too young. Make him sign an NDA. Oh yeah, you know this. It's not gonna be a big deal. It's not gonna be a big deal. I'm gonna handle this. Okay then, make that nigga sign the NDA.
Make him sign an NDA, right?
Fast forward 2 years later, because fuck was she talking about?
He never made him sign one.
August, as we like to call him now, was on the Red Table Talk 2.5 years ago. Now, if you was fucking with somebody 4.5 years ago, and they just all of a sudden stopped talking to you, why you gonna bring them on the Red Table Talk later to talk about their addictions and their issues?
Right.
That y'all had some kind of situation.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. She was fucking with that young boy, and then she got tired of fucking with that young boy, and she left him alone.
And she realized that she'd much rather be with her husband because, you know, after he done dicked her down, which I'm pretty sure.
I believe that she got what she wanted, and she let him go.
That's what I'm saying. After she got dicked down, she said she wanted to feel.
Got what she wanted. She let him go. Now, one thing that I will say about this, and men will probably be protesting, there'll probably be picket signs, I don't give a fuck. But one thing that I do know about men do not do well with getting dumped. They really do not. They do not do well with not
because normally they're doing all the dumping. That's why.
And I think that's why he was in his little feelings, is because he did not believe that his services were no longer needed. And I think the only reason why they decided to have a Red Table Talk is because they got so much damn publicity because he decided to use that shit to sell an album that still didn't do well. You all over the fucking internet for 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Your album still flopped.
Yeah, it flopped. It definitely was terrible. I did not like that song at all. As a matter of fact, I hated that song. I don't think it ever made it. Did it chart? I mean, maybe it did. Maybe some people liked it. I just didn't like it.
Last I read is that I think he might have sold 18,000 copies. Yeah, that. And then had the audacity, after they do the Red Table Talk, to waste everybody's time and money and do Entanglement. That is like the brokest nigga maneuver I've ever seen in life.
Yeah, I hated that song. It was terrible.
I mean, seriously? This is what we doing? Okay.
It was the worst song ever. But before it came out, Rick Ross had made a status and said, y'all want to talk about August Alsina, but I bet you if he dropped a song called Entanglement, all you guys will really listen. And when he dropped that song, so I think that was kind of like they were trying to let us know, you know, they were going to drop a song called Entanglement. I hated it. It was terrible. And I like August Alsina. I love his music. I love Tattoos. I love all of his old music, but Like the recent music that he's put out, I hate it. I don't like it at all. But it's just my own opinion. Just my own opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one.
True. I mean, I'm neutral on him. I mean, like the album that he had before this one is alright. It doesn't get like, it's not memorable. I don't play it. Like I played it maybe that one time and that was it. As far as this new album, I'll be honest, I've not heard it other than I think the Jada song and the Entanglements song, which is not even on the album. So I'm just like, meh. Moving on.
You know, maybe we need to listen to music. Maybe we need to listen to music and come out with something like flop or a bop. You know, so if it's a bop, you know, you bop to it. And if it's a flop, we throw it in the trash.
Do you think I'm really qualified for that? Because I really do not listen to like anything.
A flop or a bop.
Or any, you more on that than I am. Because like, I just discovered Kalani not too long ago.
I love Kalani.
I do too. But I'm just saying, like, I don't listen to that shit like that.
And I love Janae Aiko. Like, I love Janae Aiko.
Why? She can't sing.
Yes, she can. I love her. I love all of her.
She cannot sing.
I love her spirit. Like, I mean, I don't know her personally, but just the stuff that she posts, she's a very positive person. Like, I love it. I love her.
See, I'm old school with it. I don't give a damn what your social media look like. Now, I'll give her props as far as the songwriter. I like the first album, but I understood with the first album, that bitch can't sing.
Right.
So, and I was okay with that. Just like I like Ashanti's music, but Ashanti can't sing.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. But
I like some of Ashanti's music. I don't care for all of her music. But let me tell you who I really don't like. And people do not come for me. I don't care if you like her. That's perfectly fine. I just don't like her music.
Who?
When she first came out, I think there might have been a couple songs that I liked. And yes, she is an icon, but I do not like her. Mariah Carey. I don't care for her music. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't like it.
Get us dragged. You realize that, right?
I know.
Grand opening, grand closing.
I know.
Girl, listen.
I don't care for her music. I think it's terrible. Terrible.
So I will say this, because they're not dragging me. I don't give a fuck. They're not dragging me. I will say this. I love me some Mariah Carey. I love me some Visions of Love. I love me some Mimi.
Visions of Love was a really good one.
Voice in the 21st century, no. I do not like her voice in the 21st century. I love me some Mariah Carey in the 20th century. I love that
there
voice.
You go.
But
I don't listen. Drag me, guys. Don't drag my friend. Drag me. That's perfectly fine. I am okay with that. I am a big girl. I can take it. Mariah Carey sucks. I don't like her music.
Child, we're going to have to move on. We're going to have
to go.
You know what? That actually segues us into her ex-husband, Nick Cannon. Okay. So I know that you don't really know what he said.
I really don't know what he said. I'm going to leave this to my friend Shay because I don't know what he said. So you take it away.
I'm going to paraphrase and I'm going to get this shit all the way wrong, and that's okay. So the gist of it is that he basically called white people savages. And he said some things that were considered to be anti-Semitic. He also decided that black folks were the real Hebrews. And a lot of white people with money got really upset and decided to yank jobs and shit. So that's basically what happened. So,
so they kicked him off of one
Wildin' Out. Yeah. So,
and then also something else they kicked him off of.
That was it.
Or a TV station.
No, that was it. It was Wildin' Out.
But they kicked. Okay, so there is. Let me tell you this. I will say this.
He also.
I don't agree with what he says. I do not agree with what he said. However, without Nick Cannon, there is no fucking Wildin' Out. So that
you can already find out. Because I don't think Viacom is going to hire him.
It's not. Without Nick Cannon, there is no Wilding Out. I don't care what anybody say. Nick Cannon makes Wilding Out.
Okay, so
when you think about Wilding Out, you think about Nick Cannon. That's the first person that pops in your head.
I would agree with that, but here's
whoever else they bring along after that, they might as well just give it up. It's not. Just like I stopped watching a reel, and I know you're gonna listen. I stopped watching a reel after Tamar got fired.
I mean, that's understandable.
Without Tamar Braxton, there is no real. I mean,
but yet it's still on TV though.
She made that.
It's still on TV though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she made that.
It's still on TV. So here's my thing with Wildin' Out. Wildin' Out is not something that I watch, but I understand it's been a great platform for a lot of people, especially comedians that have started on the internet. What I will say is that Nick fucked up because he did not secure his bag.
But he's aware of that. I think he's aware that
he's aware of that. But he fucked up when he did that. And so this is something that a lot of people don't realize that I've been reading more and more about over this last year, and is that we Black creatives, when we go into those rooms and we sit down with these networks, it's always a negotiation to keep your intellectual property. Like I was just reading an article earlier today about Michelle Cole. That's the one that did. I don't know if you've seen I May Destroy You. But if you haven't seen it, you need to see that. That shit was good. But she's done I May Destroy You. She's done Chewing Gum. That's on Netflix. She's a Black Brit. And one thing that she said in her interview is that I May Destroy You was actually supposed to go to Netflix. But Netflix said, well, we'll give you $1 million to solely own this project. And she was just like, no, like, I can't give up my whole project. Like, can I just, she was willing to settle for 5%. She's good, because it wouldn't have been me. And that's why I'm broke.
There's no way. But they're always trying to take shit away from people. Like,
exactly.
Those networks are always trying to take shit away from people, you know? Because they knew it was going to be a good, and I haven't seen it, but I think that they knew it was going to be really good. So if they bought it from her, they make a lot more money than what they sold it for.
Well, no, they didn't buy it from her. So this is what ended up happening.
I'm saying if they did, though.
She took that shit over to HBO.
Okay, I don't blame her.
Said, what can we do to be in business with you? Do you need full rights? Okay, you can have full rights. We just want to work with you, period. So she held out, and she got a way better outcome than most people would have.
Right.
And I think we can learn from this as a people, is that we need to hold out and stand for the things that we feel are important to us.
Absolutely.
With Nick Cannon, on the other hand, I expected more from him. But while in that, I expected him to actually own the rights. He's been dealing with these networks for fucking years. So there's no real reason why he shouldn't have been able to secure that.
I didn't think that. I really did not think that he did. I never knew that he didn't own it. I actually always thought that he did.
There's so many of these motherfuckers that don't own their own shit. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's something to that, you know? It is something to that when you have full creative control and you own your own shit. But there's so many people that are just selling their likeness and selling their rights because you don't want that bag. And Nick Cannon fucked up with that. Now, he really fucked up because you don't say all that hotepery type shit that he was saying, and you know
when you don't own it, when you don't own shit.
Not when you don't own it, but when you gonna do a fucking apology and want all that shit back. So now he in his feelings because a lot of Black folks are just like, well, why did you even apologize? We was with you. We was gonna roll with you. But why you apologize? He apologized because even though we gonna roll with him, we do not have the means to help him secure the bag.
Period. We don't write his checks.
Right.
So at the end of the day,
that was poor planning to do.
He was going to apologize. That's just what he was going to do. And I've seen so many celebrities time and time again do fucked up shit, and because they and when it starts fucking with their bag, they backpedal and they apologize. And no, they don't really mean I'm sorry, but you know, I'm gonna say I'm sorry because I need my fucking money. You know, I need that check.
But yeah, the problem with that is that you have you have to move strategically. You can't be moving by impulse. You know, that shit sounded real good in his head, and then as soon as it left,
and then came out as
oh shit.
I think I fucked up. Hey, remember you and I were talking about we were gonna do what was it gonna be where it said what was it? You got me fucked up. Or
all these motherfuckers got me fucked up these days. They do.
You got me fucked up. So yeah. Well, does that complete our podcast for today?
Well, we still have a few more, unless you want to tackle it on another.
No, we can. No, we can definitely do that. I'm down with whatever. You let me know.
So let's talk about one of my favorite internet personalities, because let's face it, Boosie is not giving us another motherfucking album anytime soon.
I love Boosie. I love him.
So we love him for different reasons. You know that.
I love him because he just
I love him because he's a fucking cracker. That's why I love him. He's fucking hilarious. And I don't even think that he understands that he's hilarious.
Yeah, and he just does not, he doesn't care. And I like that he has that I do not give a fuck attitude. I just love it about him.
He's hilarious to me because he always sounds dumb as fuck. But yeah, that's just me. So yeah. The latest Boosie situation, because you know what? When you depend on social media to bring in your bags, because you can't get in the studio, your ass is going viral for all kinds of ridiculous shit that you say. So absolutely. The most recent thing that this man has said, because it's Boosie. Right. Boosie said, let me just find it, because I saw this shit and I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. Boosie said something to the effect that R. Kelly had the most songs, I guess the most number ones. I heard that. I heard you tell me that. He said no one could beat R. Kelly in a versus battle. He says he has more hits than Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, and Beyonce. I heard that. Okay, hold up, Boosie. Like, I don't know if that, you're pushing it, brother. You're pushing it. Stronger than MJ now. Yeah. I don't know about that. He's pushing it. He's definitely pushing it. I mean, because as much as, yeah, I don't agree with R. Kelly. He's not my fucking favorite, but I know that he's a really good artist, but he does not have more hits than, I don't even think he might have more than Beyonce. No, but he definitely has more than Beyonce. Yeah. Because I think Beyonce only has like maybe 12 albums, I think. Yeah. But it was Beyonce and who else? Who were the other two? He said Stevie Wonder. Oh, no. That ain't going to happen. I don't think so either. Nah, that's not going to happen. And that's not going to happen. He also said MJ, which we all know that there's no fucking way it's MJ. Like, there's no way that you beat MJ in these albums. Like, you can't beat Stevie in these albums. Right. But you're going to beat MJ. Sure. Right. I agree with you. Sure. But that's just, the kind of shit that we get fucking with Boosie. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I just couldn't believe he said that. And I'm like, but, okay, so I'm biased here because I've never been how do I say this? I've never been an R. Kelly fan. Like, even before. You've never? Okay, now hold on. Never. Hold on. Listen, I can tell you. You mean to tell me you've never been an R. Kelly fan? Dude, I can tell you where the fuck I was when I first heard R. Kelly for the first time. I was in Milwaukee, and when I first heard of R. Kelly, it was when he was with Public Announcement. Okay. And I was just like, And then he came out with 12 Play, and you niggas lost y'all motherfucking minds. And I think that was like in what, 92? I love that song. And I think at that time, I was in Indianapolis, and I might have been going to Lawrence Central at that time. Right. And I remember y'all motherfuckers was going crazy over 12 Play, and I was just like, no. Every time you say 12 Play, it like plays in my head, but it's okay. Go ahead. Well, I'm not trying to do that for you, but okay. But I'm like, I never understood it. And then, like, you have to understand, I am of a certain age in which R. Kelly was literally a part of the soundtrack of my life, whether I wanted it or not. Right. So I distinctly remember my senior year in high school, and this nigga would not stop singing "My Body Is Calling You." And it's not like he can sing either, okay?
He just sang it, you know.
It's just like parts of it just randomly. And I'm just like, nigga, why?
No.
I've never liked him. And then when we fast forward into the 2000s, when I first moved to Arizona, girl, we lived in these apartment complexes that we found out after we moved in that Playboy magazine had rated this like the #1 party spot in Tempe, Arizona.
Oh.
We didn't know this until we moved in.
Right.
And the little heifers across the way would play Ignition every fucking night after the clubs closed because they were always doing some kind of after set at their house.
Right.
So, yeah, I've never liked this nigga. Never liked this nigga.
Yeah,
and
I like him.
People have realized that I don't like him, and then they want to play his music around me. I don't know why.
So you didn't like him before he was a molester?
No. Before he was molested, listen, again, I lived in Milwaukee. So Milwaukee is 90 minutes away from Chicago. So when those rumors start circling that he was, messing with people, this was like around the time when they were saying that him and Aaliyah were married. We had heard that shit up there. But it's a different time. So during that time frame, it's just like, oh, she a fast ass girl. It was always put the blame on the young girls, and not, on the super grown ass men. Right. So I remember, I'm old, y'all. I'm old. I remember when that sex tape was on VHS. Okay. And everybody had a copy. I remember that shit. So that's here nor there. So no, that is not my favorite person. Like, I don't play his music. I've never owned his music. But it always cracks me up because nowadays you have people from Chicago that be like, I don't care. I'm still gonna play that R. Kelly. I don't give a fuck. Okay then, girl. Okay then, boy. Knock yourself out. But it don't stop the fact that he's a pedophile. I don't give a fuck if he can't carry it out. He's still a pedophile. He's a predator.
There's nothing that would.
I can't hear you.
There's nothing that would allow me to watch or listen to any of his music ever again. I don't ever listen to it. Like, ever since I found out what I know now, I'm like, nah, I'm not fucking with him.
It's hard.
He's sick. Like, he's really a sick guy. He's a sick individual.
Girl, you can't tell some people in Chicago that shit though. Like, dude, when I was living there, there's like so many different, people in Chicago of a certain age, they had their own like R. Kelly stories and shit. Where like they knew people, they knew people that, had fucked with R. Kelly or had some dealings with R. Kelly, was associated with him in some kind of form or fashion. Like, almost everybody in Chicago has that type of story that is of a certain age. Like, it was a open ass secret that everybody knew that this is what this man was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now, I'm not gonna lie though, I'm unpopular ass opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the fuck out of Trapped in the Closet. I'm sorry, I did. I enjoyed the fuck out.
You like Trapped in the Closet?
Yes, I did. I enjoyed that. Yes, that goofy shit was greatness. It was. I had a good time with that shit.
I think the whole movie thing that he had going on with it was really good. I liked it. I really enjoyed that, but that wasn't one of my favorite songs.
I had a good time. No, not the album. Not the album. Just the movie.
Okay, gotcha.
The movie.
Gotcha.
I had a good time with that. That shit was greatness. Like, there are some gifts out here that could still be used. I'm just saying.
Yeah, my favorite was 12 Play, of course.
Ugh. All right. We didn't talk about that. Do we want to talk about, we can talk about Usher versus Chris Brown. I'm a fan of neither, so it's here nor there for me.
I am. I'm definitely a Chris Brown fan. I really like Usher a lot as well, but if I had to choose one, I would definitely say Chris Brown is going to stunt.
I'm not a fan, but I think his catalog is longer.
Way longer, way better music, work with a lot of different artists, I just really like all of his music. All of his music.
Did you see the verses with Snoop Dogg and DMX?
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't. Well, okay. Well, then
I enjoyed their energy. I did enjoy their energy. Like I was, cooking while, they was, getting a little situation going on. But it wasn't like, I think out of all the verses that I've seen thus far, I think the one that I really enjoyed the most was probably Jill Scott and Erykah Badu. I did enjoy that.
Okay.
But now they're talking about, who is it? Is it Keisha Cole and Ashanti? That's going to be interesting.
It is.
That's going to be interesting.
Who are you going to go with?
As far as hits?
Yeah.
As more hits? Ashanti.
Hits, as far as who do you think would win between Ashanti and Keisha Cole?
Ashanti. Okay.
Ashanti
has more hits.
I think she has a lot more hits. I agree with you.
She has more hits. And they keep saying that Keisha Cole can sing, but I ain't never heard it.
No, because when she came, no.
He fucked that song up. That song would have been better with someone else.
If it was someone else that sang that song that could really sing,
I agree.
That'd have been a bop. Even though she made it off that song, like it wasn't a bad. But it's just, I wouldn't say that she could sing.
Yeah, she's not that chick.
Yeah.
Do we want to touch on the Moneybagg Yo situation? Do we care?
Yeah, let's touch on it.
Okay, so these are your people, because I don't really do with too much with 21st century rap these days, because rap, but whatever. So
well, of course, everybody knows that Moneybagg Yo and Ari are together, and Moneybagg Yo bought Ari. Was it a Porsche?
No, it was a Lambo.
Sorry, guys. So he bought her a Lambo, and the baby mama took to Twitter, or was it Twitter or Instagram, one or the other, and she just wanted to let y'all know that she didn't give a fuck. She didn't care. Stop making it like she cared, because she did not care. So, but those two together, I mean, well, he was with Megan Thee Stallion before he was with her,
right? That's what we're saying.
And I think
if that's true, that makes me side-eye.
Megan got on live one time.
Megan's taste in men, but go on.
And y'all know Megan is my bitch, so I love her. But Megan got on live and has said, when she was drunk, and she said, if niggas is not fucking with me, it's because I left them.
Oh.
She said, I can't fuck with no nigga who can't only give me one round.
Oh.
It was like, I'm going 2 and 3. So.
Oh, we putting whole factors out here in these streets.
She's not fucking with no nigga who can't fuck long and that don't go around.
Oh.
And then Ari ended up with him. So I'm assuming that his dick is trash.
Yeah.
I think the dick is trash, but and I think
that pearls, because goddamn.
But you know what? Ari definitely did an upgrade from G Herbo to him.
Oh, that's who she used to be with.
Yeah, she was with G Herbo at one point in time.
Okay, but what does she do outside of fuck rappers? Like, what does she do?
Nothing. she's a model. I mean, she's an Instagram model, of course. Is that like
a real thing though? Like, is that like a whole ass W-2? Like, when you do your taxes, you just like IG model? Like, how does
well, I know she models for Fashion Nova. So she's a partner with Fashion Nova. So yeah, she does a couple other things opposed to just being an Instagram model. I'm pretty sure she does, because she has to be. I mean, especially in the middle of a pandemic, nobody's making any money at the club nowadays, so she has to be doing something to continue to pay her bills.
All I know is I keep hearing that OnlyFans is making motherfuckers money.
Mm-hmm.
And
I heard about that.
Money through this pandemic, especially the girls, the strippers, and the IG girls. They making money. I guarantee you. If you go look in the damn airport, you're gonna find them.
I believe it.
They've been getting flew the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Now I hope that they don't come with COVID, but yes, they be getting flu.
But they definitely been getting flued out, huh?
Girl, the strippers is they jet set like a motherfucker around the nation. I just seen different two different mansion parties in Scottsdale since I've been back here.
Oh wow.
I'm like, oh, we not in a pandemic anymore.
Oh, no.
Like y'all don't give a fuck about dying. Okay. I'm sorry, but I am afraid to die. So I'm not doing all that risky shit. Like y'all can kick it and be at the barbecue with 50 million motherfuckers that you don't really know that well. Knock yourself out. But I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
That's true. So they definitely have been down here. Well, I mean, of course, I'm in Indianapolis, and things are about to go. Things are about to go back on lockdown. Things are definitely about to go back on lockdown.
Yeah, because y'all been kicking it.
Yeah.
I seen video. Y'all been kicking it.
Well, yeah, they had our numbers went back up like skyrocketed. So they're closing all the clubs, the bars back down again, and things like that. So we shall see.
Chicago getting ready to go back on lock too. Now, I will say this: while I was in Chicago, they were compliant. People was wearing their masks. Everybody was listen. You know shit is bad when the winos and the crackheads in Chicago are wearing fucking masks. These motherfuckers had masks before I had masks, okay?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like driving that because you couldn't find, like when this shit first popped up, you couldn't find masks, you couldn't find toilet paper, you couldn't find Lysol. Y'all remember?
Right.
And I remember driving down the street where I lived at, because I used to live in Bronzeville. So where I lived at, I'm driving down 47th Street, which is where the winos and the crackheads hang out. And I'm like, how the fuck you got a mask?
And I can't find the fucking mask.
Listen, you know it's bad when they are wearing masks because these are people who don't have shit else to lose. They're not trying to lose their life, so it's that serious.
Yeah.
But they getting ready to go back on lock. I don't know what they've been doing since I've been gone, but I guess they just, out of control again.
Well, here they're starting to be a lot better with wearing a mask. So like, there's nowhere that you can go into without your mask.
Yeah, that's same here.
I was telling you earlier today, I get sick and tired of getting out of my car like, oh shit, I forgot my mask. And I run back to the car and get my mask. So I cannot wait until all of this is completely over because I'm over it.
Girl, I got so many goddamn masks, it's not even funny. I got the fake medical ones. I got the black one that you like. I got the white one that you can't stand. I mean, I have so many masks, it's not even funny. Huh?
The duck beak.
The duck beak is gonna keep my ass safe.
He loves that duck beak.
I don't need to be casket ready. I need to be alive.
So ugly. It's so ugly.
What?
The duck beak is so ugly. It's ugly.
I don't care. I'm not trying to be casket sharp. Like if I was trying to be casket sharp, I wouldn't even wear a mask. I'd just be like, fuck it. I'd just be out here thugging. But I'm trying to be safe. Safe is not fashionable. I'm sorry. Now, if you really want to get fashionable, you can tell the people why you don't think that I should wear that what is it called? The face shield that mama got me.
Ooh, that's so ugly. Oh God.
What? You can see my face?
It's so ugly.
So you trying to tell me my face is ugly? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, that face shield is ugly. It's so.
Well, I don't understand why it's ugly. I mean, it's just plastic and it just covers your face, but you can still see it.
That's the thing. It's just that piece of. I need to think of what it reminds me of. It's something I saw off of a movie, and I want to say maybe it wasn't Coneheads. I don't know. Some movie back in the day, I saw these people with these shields over their face, and of course, the people that work in like the steel cut places and stuff. And I just don't like it. I think it's ugly. I will stick to my mask because I would not be caught dead in that fucking shield. It's ugly.
Well, mine is still in my car, so I haven't used it.
Have you wore it?
No, I haven't used it yet.
Good. And you know what I hope?
What?
I pray to God, some way, somehow it gets lost somewhere. And you can never find it again.
I mean, the back backseat of my car does kind of look like, you know, the land of the lost back there on the floor. That's here or there.
That's all right. I think all of us had that issue at one point in time.
Before we wrap this up, because I think we ran out of all of our topics, I know that we were supposed to talk about TV shows and shit like that, and movies and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So here's a question for you. Have you seen P-Valley yet?
No, I have not. Is it really good?
Nigga, to quote Cat Williams, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Yes, please get involved. Yes, P-Valley.
I have to watch it. I have to watch it. I promise.
You gotta watch it.
I'll watch it. And is it on Netflix? Is it on Netflix or?
No, it's on Stars.
I got Stars. Okay. P-Valley. I'll watch it. Is it a series or a movie?
No, it's a series. So you like 2 episodes behind because they should be showing a new episode tonight.
Okay, cool. I'll watch it.
Okay. What have you been watching though?
Actually, I haven't lately, of course, because of my kids. I haven't been watching anything like that. But when I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been watching a lot of TV at all lately. But I will get back into that because we'll have to talk about some movies. And
you know my situation. I have nothing but time and opportunity.
You know, I'm only here for the Real Housewives of Atlanta and shit like that. Married to Medicine.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Married to Medicine.
Are you gonna watch it if Nene doesn't come back?
Yeah.
I'm not. Did you hear girls that they plan on adding?
What'd you say?
Did you hear about the 2 girls that they plan on adding?
Yeah, I heard they got into an argument with her. Nene did.
One is a YouTube influencer that I've never heard of.
Okay.
From Canada. Because again, Canada is just not on my fucking radar. It's just not.
Okay.
And then the other one is the chick that played T-Boz in that Lifetime movie about TLC.
Okay.
Yeah, if Nene don't come back, I'm probably not gonna watch it. Because it's just like, at this point of the game, they kind of boring. Like, honestly, I'm waiting for the Real Housewives of Potomac to come back.
At the point in my life, Married to Medicine is my favorite.
I like Married. Did you watch Married to Medicine in LA?
No. Is it good?
It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not Atlanta. Like, Atlanta, for whatever reason, it doesn't matter what franchise that it is. Atlanta just adds a little seasoning, a little spice that nobody else can really duplicate.
They can never be better than Atlanta. Atlanta is like the best. And I watched many of them. I watched
but I don't like where it's going. What now?
Orange County. I watched them for just a little bit.
Yeah. You know what? Them white girls, I can't do it with them. I can't do it with the white girls. They whiny. They don't be dressed. I can't relate. I mean, not that I can relate to any of these people because I'm broke, but I just can't. Like with We're Housewives, I like to watch for the fashions. And even though we disagree about Miss Marlo Hampton, but you know, that's what I watch it for. I watch.
You think Marlo can dress?
Potomac, them snapbacks be in there with Potomac. They be snapping back. I enjoyed last season immensely. I need you to get involved, Bestie. Get involved.
Okay, but I got you. I'll definitely watch that. But so you like the way Marlo dresses?
Girl, no.
I don't like it either. Hold on, we agree then.
No, you were telling me that at one point you were telling me that I needed to check out her Instagram. And I checked out her Instagram.
On the show, she cannot dress good. But check out her Instagram because some of the stuff she has on Instagram is really cute. But I still don't think she's like the best show. If I had to pick one for the best dressed, I think it would have to be. It's between Candy and Cynthia.
I like what Cynthia wears. I like some things that Nene wears. I like some things that Marlo wears. I like the majority of the things that Tanya has worn.
Who?
Tanya. That was the friend of the show, light-skinned girl.
The skinny one?
Yeah. The one that's always bubbly.
Oh, I love her. With
Okay,
the really good hair.
But you know, I like.
Well, no, you know, she's on the show now, though. She's on the show.
They
You talking about the one who's married? You talking about the one who's married to the husband?
What?
To the older guy, Tanya. Which one is Tanya?
Tanya is the one that's she used to be Nene's friend, but her and Portia are tight.
No.
Did you watch this last season?
Yeah. Isn't she really skinny?
She's slim. She's light skinned. She's the one that took them to Carnival.
I love her. She's actually mixed. She's mixed.
Her.
I love her. Yeah.
I like what she wears. Here's the problem that I have with Marlo. I don't like Marlo is a very label oriented person. I don't like that. I feel like for you to be fully dressed and snatched and ready to go, you don't need to be labeled up.
That is true. I agree with you.
People to walk up to you and be like, "Hey, I like what you got on. Who is that? Where did you?"
And it won't even be a label. It'll just be something you threw together.
Exactly. Marlo can't do that. You walk up on Marlo, and you know right off top, oh, that's Chanel, that's Ives. You know, that's whoever. You know, she's always wearing the label so that you know what she's wearing. Mm-hmm. I don't like that. I'm old school to the point where I remember when Diddy was making a band. Mm-hmm. And he had them blur out the Altoids 10 and was just like, we can unblur this if you send me a check. I'm all about not advertising for free.
Sure. So we're gonna wrap this up.
Yes.
Because what else do we have to talk about after that? I think we're done, right?
I think we're done.
Have a good rest of your day.
Yes.
Bye.
We're out of here.
Bye.